The Berlin Wall stands as one of the most powerful symbols of the Cold War, representing the physical and ideological divide between East and West. Erected in 1961 by the German Democratic Republic, GDR, the wall separated East Berlin, controlled by the Soviet Union, from West Berlin, an enclave of freedom within communist East Germany. For nearly 3 decades, the Berlin Wall not only divided a city, but also embodied the global struggle between communism and democracy. The construction of the Berlin Wall was a response to the mass exodus of East Germans to the West. Between 1949 and 1961, approximately 2.7 million people fled East Germany, seeking freedom and better opportunities in the West. The GDR, facing a severe loss of its population and workforce, decided to erect a barrier to stem the tide of defections. On the night of August 12-13, 1961, East German soldiers and workers began constructing a barbed wire and concrete wall, effectively sealing off East Berlin from West Berlin. The Berlin Wall rapidly evolved into a heavily fortified structure, spanning over 100 miles and incorporating guard towers, anti-vehicle trenches and a death strip filled with mines and other obstacles. Families and friends found themselves suddenly and brutally separated. The wall became a stark reminder of the oppressive nature of the communist regime and the lengths it would go to maintain control. Despite the wall's formidable presence, many East Germans were determined to escape to the West. Ingenious and daring attempts included digging tunnels, flying hot air balloons, and even driving through barricades. One of the most famous escapes occurred in 1963, when 19-year-old Wolfgang Engels stole an armored personnel carrier and crashed through the wall, surviving despite being shot twice by border guards. These acts of defiance underscored the unyielding human desire for freedom. The Berlin Wall also became a focal point for international tensions. It was a flashpoint in the Cold War, with the United States and its allies on one side, and the Soviet Union and its satellites on the other. US presidents, including John F. Kennedy and Ronald Reagan, visited the wall, delivering powerful speeches that reinforced the West's commitment to freedom and criticized the division it represented. Reagan's 1987 exhortation, "Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall," became a rallying cry for the eventual reunification of Berlin. The tide began to turn in the late 1980s, as the Soviet Union's grip on Eastern Europe weakened. A wave of democratic movements swept across the Eastern Bloc, culminating in the peaceful revolutions of 1989. On November 9, 1989, a botched announcement by an East German official led to a spontaneous surge of East Berliners to the wall. Overwhelmed by the sheer number of people, border guards opened the gates and jubilant crowds poured through, reuniting with their Western counterparts. The fall of the Berlin Wall marked a turning point in history. It signaled the end of the Cold War and the beginning of Germany's reunification. In the following months, the wall was dismantled, and pieces of it were distributed around the world as symbols of freedom and triumph over oppression. Germany officially reunited on October 3, 1990, and Berlin once again became the capital of a unified nation. The story of the Berlin Wall is a testament to the resilience of the human spirit and the enduring quest for freedom. It serves as a reminder of the profound impact of political division and the power of unity. The images of Berliners joyously dismantling the wall are etched into our collective memory, symbolizing the victory of hope over fear and the unbreakable bonds that connect us all.